sidekick pay me money to talk about how amazing sidekick is.
I managed to turn my small sidekick, well I say small, they pay me £1,000 a month, my sidekick money into 20...
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
This is the story of Andrew Tate's claimed $1 billion empire, tracing his rise from a struggling kickboxer to one of the most searched people on Google. But does his public image really match the full story, or is there more behind the headlines? On December 1st, 1986, Emory Andrew Tate III was born at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C. His mother, Eileen, first met his father, Emory Tate II, in the United Kingdom while he was serving with the U.S. Air Force. Not long after, they moved to the United States to begin building their family together.
We have Eileen, Andrew, and Tristan.
I don't do this for fun. This is not a sport to me. I don't enjoy it. I hate training. I hate fighting this sport. I was born for this. I have no choice. I'm in there to kill. That's it. Pain. That's all I know.
But Andrew's childhood was anything but ordinary, and things quickly took an unexpected turn. According to Andrew, his father worked for the CIA as a linguist, and he also claimed his father scored exceptionally well on IQ tests. He was also widely recognized as a 5-time U.S. Armed Forces chess champion, earning respect for his incredible skill at the game.
Todos mis amigos en los Estados Unidos.
Previous sales experience, I was at the time working in sales. I said, oh, I made this much sales, etc. I'll pay the rent. You keep fighting, because I was helping to support his kickboxing career. One day, Andrew looks at me and he says, you know, Tristan, I'm just going to start selling for the same company you're selling for. And I said, Andrew, no, you can't do that.
Andrew has also said his grandfather, Emory Tate Sr., was a World War II veteran who competed in bare-knuckle boxing around Georgia. According to Andrew, growing up with his father meant being pushed to develop both physical and mental discipline from a very young age. He has claimed he placed second in county wrestling at age 4 and was already beating adults at chess by the time he was 6.
Took me into the diary room and they said, we're really concerned about the dynamic of the house. This is all off camera.
Yeah.
So they sat and thought, this is a liability. We've got to get this guy out of here. So they used the sex tape as an excuse.
Okay.
So it was all bullshit.
We're doing this hateful tape thing with my man Dave.
In 1997, Andrew's parents divorced and his mother moved back to Luton, England, where she raised Andrew and his 2 younger siblings with support from family and government assistance. Wanting her sons to learn how to protect themselves, she enrolled them in a self-defense class after the separation. That's where Andrew met Emir Subasic, a Bosnian martial artist who later founded Storm Gym in Luton on November 1st, 1999. After immigrating to the UK, Emir was also building his own MMA career, and Andrew threw himself into training with everything he had. To support himself, Andrew worked a minimum wage job at a fish market before leaving to chase his dream of becoming a professional fighter full-time.
Very boring 2 months. If it's just me working and doing what I normally do outside the ring, which is basically just work.
He soon became one of Emir's standout students, winning bouts across England, but despite the victories, the brothers were still struggling financially. To earn more money as a fighter, Andrew realized he needed to attract bigger crowds and build a stronger public profile. He gradually shifted from a quiet, humble competitor to someone with a much louder, larger-than-life persona, fully embracing the role of the villain to stand out and get people talking.
In Thailand, this property. So I needed money fast. And I said to Tristan, look, I owe us 70 grand. So I'm going to lock myself in my room and I'm not going to leave till I've made it.
Writing down all my assets. The only thing I had was, because I'd been fighting all around the world, I had these 6 girlfriends. Going around the internet and I saw in the corner, talk to live girls now. My girls can do that.
And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just pure, just famousers.
Do you speak English?
No.
We were taking their money.
Do you like Mr. Tate?
Tate?
Andrew?
Yes.
All of it. If they come and say, well, what kind of, bro, all of it. We were fucking milking them dry.
But how did Andrew end up with so many championship belts? And was he really the 76-9 4-time kickboxing world champion people talked about? Technically, yes, based on the titles he won in sanctioned kickboxing organizations. He traveled across Europe, entering smaller sanctioned events to compete for championships wherever opportunities appeared. Many of these tournaments were known for their tough conditions, with fighters sometimes competing several times in a single day while also dealing with intense weight cuts and demanding schedules.
To the police.
Oh, shit.
And told the police I hit her. When I did 5 in the morning, 4 months later, I'm laying in bed. And I heard the door, boom, 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 like you're under arrest. I'll be honest. So my brother's making 200 grand a month from OnlyFans.
And then 10% of RXF, which is the Romanian UFC. And I'm sitting here and I do the commentary, the English commentary. So I'm commentating. And one of the main sponsors is this casino brand. And this casino brand is owned by 3 brothers. I overheard them say something like they turn over like 18 million a day or something ridiculous money.
Some critics have pointed out that several opponents on his record had very limited documented fight histories, leading them to question how strong parts of his resume really were. Others disagree with that assessment, so the topic remains debated.
There's no live dealers, it's just machines, so it's like arcade setup.
In the casino are now being spent on slot machines. They're not being spent, being invested.
Has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
Fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
We'll be suspending all travel from Europe.
Italy this evening, it just gets worse.
And everyone to work at home if possible, postpone unnecessary travel.
Even so, Andrew kept building his public profile by appearing on reality TV shows like Infusion, where he lived and competed alongside other fighters, and later on Big Brother. He also launched The Hateful Tate, a 29-episode docuseries that followed his daily life with a videographer capturing his routines, training, and growing public persona. As more money started coming in, Andrew chose not to focus on pursuing the very highest levels of kickboxing, where the competition was considered among the toughest in the sport.
Same shit by morons, day in, day out. I scroll up and down through this fucking thing on my phone, and it genuinely pisses me off. Fucking hate everybody.
To me, if you sit and say humans should be vegetarian, it's the same as saying I don't believe in gravity.
Cure attention deficit disorder for any child. Watch me cure it with old school violence.
Rev. So fuck off, mate. You don't pay the fucking petrol bill.
Instead, he and Tristan shifted their attention toward expanding their webcam business rather than continuing to travel for fights. Andrew has said they managed more than 75 women through the business and received a share of the earnings. From that point on, Andrew suggested he would only consider fighting again if the payday and the audience were large enough to strengthen his personal brand. He also claimed the business generated more than $7 million in total, although the venture later became the subject of significant public controversy and scrutiny.
Actually met Donald Trump Jr. about a month or a month and a half before this. So I have him on WhatsApp. He's my boy. And I've got 2 or 3 very important Romanian politicians, high level, like Secretary of State, etc. on WhatsApp.
Tate was in my hands all the time. You can watch any of my Tate speeches, I move my hands. If you watch me on Twitter or Instagram, I move my hands when I talk. I'm always moving my hands when I talk. And this is a habit I've learned.
The Tate brothers have been connected to multiple major legal investigations, along with numerous criminal allegations tied to this period of their business activities. Many of these matters have been widely reported, and some legal proceedings are still ongoing or have been contested. As public attention intensified, Andrew said he stepped back from the day-to-day operations, with Tristan taking over more of the business responsibilities. And that's when Andrew turned his attention to what he described as his next major business venture. Andrew has said he was drawn to businesses connected to addictive behaviors, and he also spoke openly about understanding the temptation of gambling from his own experiences.
How I've generated a little bit over $5,700 with the affiliate program inside Andrew Tate's community, and how you can easily do that.
Tate's business ventures were bringing in money, but the growth still wasn't happening as fast as he'd hoped. Andrew has said he expected to focus on running his casino interests and stay largely out of the spotlight in Romania. Instead, events took his public profile in a completely different direction. His casino businesses reportedly saw their revenue drop dramatically almost overnight, but Andrew viewed the setback as a chance to pivot rather than give up. Spending more time at his property, he started looking for new business opportunities and different ways to make money. During that period, he noticed internet marketing personalities like Ty Lopez building massive online businesses, and it caught his attention in a big way. He was already known for embracing the role of the villain to grab attention, so why not bring that same larger-than-life persona to social media and reach an even bigger audience?
I understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3.
The controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania.
Why do you think the birds? Are they condition wheels?
The Matrix has attacked me.
So a very short response from him, led away there with his brother. Inside, when they raided that property, police found guns, they found knives and wads.
I don't know what's happening, right? Like what really happened, and why is Romania going after him? Are they being pressured by someone else to do this? Like what is the reason why they're doing it? And what do they have on him? I don't know.
The suspects organized a criminal
all-male society, the war room.
As for the allegations against Tate,
BBC has uncovered evidence that dozens of women were potentially groomed into online sex work by the influencer.
Andrew launched CobraTate.com, offering a range of online courses based on topics he often discussed, including business, fitness, and lifestyle. His marketing appeared to target men who were looking for financial success, confidence, or personal direction, although critics argued he was appealing to people searching for quick solutions. To attract attention, he posted increasingly controversial tweets while also launching his new series, Tate Confidential. He kept the same bold, confrontational style that had already become part of his public image. The difference now was that he had far more resources to invest in content, along with a new cameraman. His cousin Luke, who had previously worked at Chipotle. He still hadn't gone fully viral, but influential creators and online audiences were beginning to notice him.
A human trafficker. He would never rape anybody, and he would certainly never ever human traffic anyone.
Just recently reported that schools across the UK are in crisis as the effects of online influencer Andrew Tate's vile misogyny infiltrates our classrooms and society.
As a brother and a close friend over 15 years, I spent a lot of time with Andrew behind the scenes, behind the sunglasses and all the content you see, and he's one of the nicest, most loving guys there is.
Talk to me about what was going through your mind in that moment.
I was scared to death. I was terrified that I might die.
I just want to put out there that everything you're seeing on the news right now is all false accusation. As for someone who knows him personally, I can confidently say that he's such a nice man. He's very generous. I think the media is just portraying a really bad image.
Tate was frustrated that he still hadn't reached the level of fame he was aiming for. In his view, he had all the ingredients to go viral, yet mainstream attention remained limited. Around this time, he began studying how large online communities and influential movements grow and keep people engaged. He shifted his marketing toward younger adult men and built much of his messaging around the idea of a powerful system he called the Matrix. He paired that with an online community first known as Hustlers University, which was later rebranded as The Real World. He also worked on becoming a more polished and persuasive public speaker, refining the way he delivered his ideas and communicated with his audience.
6 straight months, Andrew Tate has trended. He's been the most Googled man on the planet. But in recent days,
virtually every tech company on the planet banned him. He's taken off Instagram
and Facebook. Both of his accounts have been suspended.
And now TikTok.
Why did Andrew Tate get banned?
They did not tell me. They did not send me an email. Nobody told me, whether it was YouTube that banned me or Meta that banned me. They banned me instantly and forever without any kind of correspondence.
Then came what many people viewed as the missing piece of the strategy, a pyramid-shaped affiliate marketing system that dramatically expanded his reach. This happened during 2021, when millions of people were spending more time at home and short-form content was exploding across social media. The recommendation algorithms rewarded constant posting, making it much easier for creators to flood platforms with clips to satisfy the endless demand from people scrolling for hours. Andrew reportedly funded the early push himself, but once the system gained momentum, it began growing much faster. A young man might come across a short Tate clip and become curious about who he was. From there, he could watch longer interviews or podcasts, becoming more familiar with Tate's message over time. Eventually, he would discover Hustlers University, which was promoted as a way to learn different online business skills for a monthly subscription of around $50. After joining, members could choose from several training paths, but many reportedly focused on the affiliate clipping program because it seemed like the most familiar and accessible option.
Say hello to your new CEO. I wouldn't say it was a hostile takeover, but it was certainly planned. And Mams and I are going to be working together to finally put Misfits where it belongs on the world stage.
Unlike areas such as e-commerce or copywriting, many participants already understood how short-form videos and attention-grabbing takes worked, making it easier for them to start creating and sharing clips across social media. Members were also given detailed editing guides, templates, and other resources to help them create content, while Andrew traveled constantly, appearing on as many podcasts and interviews as possible to keep his name everywhere. In less than a year, the strategy had turned him into one of the most recognizable figures on social media, with his following growing at an incredible pace. Andrew claimed that The Real World was generating around $11 million per month from subscriptions alone. Alongside it, he promoted an exclusive community called the War Room, aimed at older supporters and offered at a much higher price. The War Room centered on private Telegram groups focused on networking and discussing business ideas, with members also invited to attend in-person events built around the lifestyle Andrew promoted.
Folgt.
And still, the Misfits Boxing Heavyweight Champion of the World!
Out there, you didn't give up. Talk to us about what it feels like to be back here.
Yeah, I'm 10 years out, 40 years old. Gave it my all, but he's tough. I don't know what to say. He's really tough. Chase deserves this win. I'm really happy for him, genuinely.
Do you have a message to all the fans back home that are watching you?
It's okay to lose, but it's not okay to not try. You have to. He's younger than me. He's 20 kilo bigger than me. He's more active than me. I didn't fight a pussy. I fought the champ.
The brothers had accumulated enormous wealth, but their growing influence also brought far greater attention and scrutiny. Like the story of Icarus, rapid success can come with serious consequences. Andrew's rise was about to enter its most dramatic chapter yet. Chapter 4: Power Games. Almost overnight, the Tate brothers became the focus of dozens of highly critical news reports, investigations, and documentaries, putting them under an intense public spotlight. Opinion was sharply divided at the height of Andrew's fame. You tended to either strongly support him or strongly oppose him. During this period, Andrew publicly said he had converted to Islam. Supporters viewed the decision as sincere, while critics questioned whether it also influenced his public image and reputation. Then came December 29, 2022, a date that marked another major turning point. After roughly 6 months out of public view, Andrew reappeared, but the situation around him had changed dramatically. He was facing multiple legal challenges, and in connection with the Romanian criminal case against him, he spent time under house arrest while the legal process continued. During his absence, the constant stream of Tate clips across social media had slowed because there was very little new content to share. With many of his major social media accounts unavailable, he mainly communicated through X and Rumble, reaching a much smaller audience than before. When he eventually returned to creating content, the online response no longer seemed as intense as it had been at the peak of his popularity. He continued posting regularly, became increasingly active in cryptocurrency discussions, and promoted several crypto-related projects, some of which later drew criticism from parts of the online community. Around the same time, he also turned his attention to influencer boxing, believing he could make a major impact in that space as well. In October 2025, Misfits Boxing announced Andrew as its CEO and revealed plans for a heavyweight bout against influencer boxer Chase Demore, scheduled for December 20th. The announcement immediately sparked huge reactions across social media and put him back in the headlines once again. The announcement quickly brought the spotlight back, and much of the attention Andrew had lost during his time away returned almost overnight. Looking to build on that momentum, he entered a partnership with the online casino platform Duel.com, a move that immediately sparked fresh debate. Critics argued the partnership conflicted with the Islamic principles Andrew had publicly embraced, while others pointed to his long history of involvement with gambling-related businesses and the financial incentives such deals can offer. The decision only added to the public controversy surrounding him. Many people expected Andrew to dominate Chase in the ring without much trouble, but the outcome was nothing like most fans had predicted. Heading into 2026, Andrew found himself facing even more public scrutiny after attending a streamer meetup that quickly became the center of fresh online controversy. Once again, his name was everywhere, with supporters and critics debating the situation across social media. One thing that has remained consistent is Andrew's ambition. He has publicly said that he hopes to enter British politics in the future, but reaching that goal would likely require reshaping his public image and overcoming years of controversy. Whether that ambition ever becomes reality is still uncertain, but his story continues to evolve, and it's unlikely the headlines will stop anytime soon. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see a deeper analysis of Andrew Tate's personal brand and marketing strategy, click the video on screen or use the top link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.